Well, hey there guys. Did you buy a guitar during the pandemic and things kind of seem like they're getting back to normal? Or are they? And maybe you're thinking of mothballing your guitar or maybe selling it, or you're not quite sure how to store it. Let's talk about it. Well, hey there guys, this is RHR Riffs, guitar channel for the self-taught. Well, hey there guys, this is RHR Riffs, the rock and roll guitar channel for the self-taught. In today's video, we're going to talk about maybe storing that guitar that you thought you were going to use, or your different electronics, that kind of thing. And guys, if you happen to be new to our channel, take a look at our playlists and you'll see all kinds of different categories in there for like the very beginner, or if you're looking to learn some songs, if you want to learn technique, all that kind of stuff. It's all in there. If you like what we do, please subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. So okay, you got your guitar, your fingers are hurting, you're not quite sure if you should stick with it or not. Things are maybe going back to normal a little bit for you. Maybe you were stuck at home and now you're going back to work. You're not sure what to do. Now, we've kind of neglected acoustic guitars a little bit on the channel, so we have some acoustic stuff coming up. Make sure you check those out. Now, as far as storing an acoustic guitar, I always keep mine in a case. If I'm not playing it, it's in a case, right? If I am like using my electrics, which I use all the time, but if I go on vacation or something, I may not put them back in their cases. I might just throw a pillowcase over them to keep the dust off, or the majority of the dust off, right? So that's a simple thing to do. I do that with all of my electronics. This stuff is always covered like this. This is my recorder back here, my Zoom LiveTrack L12. This is the bag that it came in, this black cover here, and so I just use it as a cover. I keep all electronics covered, as you can see here. Especially pedals, man. These are way down here where dust is, you know, a constant. I live in Arizona. We live in the greatest dust bowl of the world. And, you know, we have all kinds of dust. Real fine powdery dust and real thick, coarse dust as well. And again, you know, the pillowcase trick does work pretty well. It's not perfect, but it does work pretty well. Now, what I'll also do from time to time is I'll take some keyboard cleaner and make sure that you purge that straw. So press it once before you aim it at your guitar. What I do is I'll just go up and down the fretboard, anywhere where they're like moving parts. I can take a volume or your tone knob and spray it out and move it. The toggle switch, your pickup toggle switch, move that back and forth while you spray it. Your inputs, you want to spray that too. Anywhere where, you know, dust might do some harm. I use this on my pedals. I'll use this anywhere where dust collects. Just make sure you do not shake the can and keep it upright, because then you'll get a little bit of liquid coming out of there, and we don't want that. So again, keyboard cleaner works like a charm. Now, one more thing I've got to show you. This is kind of a cool little trick. Hey guys, here's a normal, everyday, cheap guitar stand. These are great. You really don't need anything else. But it has this foam here that might leach onto the finish of your guitar, and of course, you don't want that. And I have a super simple fix for that. Just take an old dress sock, cut it in half, and put it on there. And you know, you rest your guitar on there, and along the top for the neck as well. Now, I've seen some of that, some of the stand rash that comes off on a guitar, and you don't want it. It's ugly. So that's it, guys, for simple everyday storage. Now, if you're going to put these things away, you know you're not going to be touching them for a while. Yeah, put them in their cases and just keep them in a cool, dry place as normally you would. Your acoustic guitar as well, but what I do with it is I down tune it about a half a step. And you might want to do that with your electrics too. It just takes some of the pressure off of that neck. But that's general storage, guys. Keep your acoustics in their case. If you want to keep these, a simple way of keeping dust off your guitars, we got these pillowcases. I think Mrs. Bean's got them at Goodwill. She got a whole bunch of them for like $5, something like that. And it just makes a great dust cover. This can be really helpful down the road, because, you know, you might think something is wrong with your guitar or your amp or something, and it could just be something as simple as dust. You know, electronics and dust just don't mix. So don't sell that stuff, guys. Wait. Don't sell your gear. Sit on it for a while, right? Because sometimes that could be just you might really regret that if you did. You might pick it back up. All right, guys, hopefully you got something out of this. Again, make sure you subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. Look forward to some acoustic stuff coming up. In fact, I'll put an acoustic video in the top comment. Make sure you look for that and check that out. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us. We will see you next video.